In a landmark development underscoring the intensifying technological rivalry between the United States and China, Beijing has taken decisive measures to phase out the use of Intel and AMD chips in government computers and servers. This move, part of China's broader strategy to reduce reliance on foreign technology, signals a deepening of the technological decoupling underway between these two global superpowers. The directive, issued by China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, requires government agencies above the township level to prioritize processors and operating systems developed by Chinese firms. The approved list includes domestic companies such as Huawei and Fidium, both of which have faced U.S. export restrictions due to alleged ties with China's military-industrial complex. This shift is emblematic of China's ambitions to cultivate self-reliance in critical tech sectors, particularly semiconductors, which are the backbone of modern digital economies. The implications of this policy are manifold. Economically, it presents a significant challenge for U.S. chipmakers like Intel and AMD. China represents a substantial market for these companies, accounting for approximately 27% of Intel's $54 billion revenue and 15% of AMD's $23 billion revenue in 2023. Losing access to China's government procurement sector could lead to significant revenue losses for these companies and disrupt their complex global supply chains. As semiconductors often involve intricate networks of production spanning multiple countries. Furthermore, the directive extends beyond processors. It includes measures to phase out foreign operating systems, such as Microsoft's Windows, and database solutions, favoring domestic alternatives instead. This comprehensive approach suggests China's determination to overhaul its entire IT ecosystem in favor of local technology providers. From a geopolitical perspective, China's decision aligns with its broader response to U.S. export restrictions on advanced semiconductor technologies. The United States has cited national security concerns in limiting China's access to cutting-edge technologies such as advanced chips, which are crucial for applications ranging from artificial intelligence to quantum computing. In retaliation, China is accelerating its efforts to achieve self-sufficiency in semiconductors and other critical sectors. This strategy is encapsulated in China's Xinchuang initiative, which seeks to foster innovation and reduce dependence on foreign technology, especially in state-owned enterprises. These enterprises have been instructed to transition to domestic technology providers by 2027, with progress monitored on a quarterly basis. The Xinchuang initiative highlights China's long-term commitment to technological sovereignty, emphasizing the strategic importance Beijing places on semiconductors in securing its economic and national security goals. For domestic semiconductor firms, China's policy shift offers significant opportunities to capture market share previously dominated by foreign competitors. Companies like Hygon, which was initially formed as a joint venture between AMD and Chinese partners, stand to benefit from the new landscape. Hygon's localization of AMD's Zen 1 CPUs for the Chinese market exemplifies the kind of domestic innovation that Beijing is eager to promote. By fostering the growth of companies like Hygon, China aims to build a robust semiconductor industry capable of competing on a global scale. However, the challenges involved in this transition should not be underestimated. Despite significant investments and advancements, China's semiconductor industry remains highly dependent on foreign technologies, particularly for advanced manufacturing processes and equipment. For example, while Chinese firms have made strides in designing chips, they still rely on international suppliers for key components such as photolithography machines, which are essential for producing cutting-edge semiconductors. This reliance underscores the complexities of achieving complete technological self-sufficiency in a sector that is globally interconnected and characterized by high barriers to entry. The ramifications of this technological decoupling extend beyond the economic and industrial domains. It represents a strategic realignment in the U.S. China relationship, which has profound implications for global stability and innovation. The semiconductor industry is not only an economic driver, but also a critical enabler of national security and military capabilities. Advanced chips power everything from missile systems to cybersecurity infrastructures, making control over semiconductor technology a matter of strategic importance for both countries. As the rivalry between the U.S. and China intensifies, the risk of fragmentation in the global tech ecosystem becomes more pronounced, potentially leading to inefficiencies and higher costs for businesses worldwide. For global policymakers and businesses, navigating this evolving landscape presents both challenges and opportunities. Companies must grapple with the complexities of operating in an environment where technological and regulatory frameworks are increasingly influenced by geopolitical considerations. For instance, firms that rely on semiconductor exports to China may need to diversify their markets or invest in local manufacturing capabilities to mitigate risks associated with policy changes. Similarly, governments must weigh the benefits of international collaboration against the imperatives of safeguarding national security. Striking the right balance will require nuanced strategies and proactive engagement with stakeholders across the public and private sectors. Looking ahead, the trajectory of U.S. China tech decoupling remains uncertain. While China is making concerted efforts to bolster its semiconductor industry, the path to self-sufficiency is fraught with obstacles, including technological gaps, resource limitations, and geopolitical pressures. At the same time, the United States faces its own challenges in maintaining its technological edge, while managing the economic and political ramifications of restricting trade with China. How these dynamics evolve will shape the future of the global tech industry and influence the broader geopolitical landscape. China's ban on Intel and AMD chips in government systems serves as a microcosm of the broader strategic competition between the two countries. It underscores the critical role of semiconductors in modern geopolitics, and highlights the challenges and opportunities associated with technological decoupling. As both nations pursue their respective goals, the world will be watching closely to see how these developments unfold and what they mean for the future of innovation, collaboration, and competition in the global